everyone, Letty here. Today I have a not too shabby shop design team project. I'm using the July Paper Pad Club to make some super fun cards using the July sheet load of cards. Welcome back everyone. So I'm on the design team for the Not Too Shabby Shop for this term. I will list their website affiliate link down below in case you want to utilize that. This month, I'm showcasing the July Paper Pad Club, which is 2 paper pads that you get every month. These are the 2 that came this month, Watercolor Cuties. You get 24 double-sided sheets. You get 4 of each pattern, so you got a ton of these really pretty watercolor backgrounds, as well as these super cute baby turtles. And I think this pad is worth it just for those little baby turtles alone. The second paper pad that comes with this subscription is Ice Cream Dreams. You get 24 double-sided sheets. It actually has 4 of each of the patterns. So you also get some really cute cut-apart ephemera pieces, but just some other fun kind of boho kind of themed patterns. And so this is what the cut-aparts look like. You do get 4 of those. But in case you want some additional ephemera, they do have an add-on ephemera pack right now as well. That's the Ice Cream Dream. So you could buy the paper pad subscription and then do the add-on ephemera pack. That way you have a ton of ephemera to make a ton of projects. Here's a still shot of all of the ephemera pieces that come in that add-on pack. So make sure you pick that up if that's something you're interested in. Again, this is the July Paper Pad Club from the Not Too Shabby Shop. The additional add-on ephemera pack is also an option right now. Let's dive into today's project. So before we dive into today's project, let me share with you the project that I made in my previous project video. I made these super fun cards with these super adorable turtles that came in the Watercolor Cuties paper pad, which come in this paper pad club. I also used the Ice Cream Dreams to make a couple of additional cards. I will link that previous video down below in case you haven't seen it yet. I was inspired by the July 2023 sheet load of cards when I made this, but I ended up changing all of the measurements. This is by Call Me Crafty Owl. I will link Alicia's channel down in the description box below. For today's project, I am going to be following the sheet load to make my cards. And so I brought in some vellum. I also used some of the ephemera pieces that came in this paper pad. Here is a side-by-side comparison of my cards, which is a lot closer to the actual sheet load. The one thing I did different was my little strip was a little bit wider under my sentiment. I also used glossy accents on all of the little ephemera pieces just to make them sparkle and shine. And so I've already made 5 cards off camera. I'm going to be making the 6th one with you today on camera, again using Ice Cream Dreams paper pad. Here is the pieces of ephemera that I fussy cut. You get 6 from the one sheet, and you do get 4 sheets. And so what I did was I cut up 1 whole sheet and I used 1 on each of the cards. So again, we're going to be making a card on camera today just to kind of finish out this sheet load. What I liked about this was I was able to get 3 cards from 2 sheets of 6x6 paper using the cutting directions. And so here is my little piece of ephemera. I have already layered up some foam dimensional tape from Dollar Tree behind it. I have my scrap strip. And again, mine is a little bit wider just based on my scraps. I also used this Summer Scoops stamp set from Not Too Shabby to use the Stay Cool This Summer stamp sentiment. And then I brought in some vellum. Instead of having a cardstock mat behind my sentiment, I brought in vellum instead because I really wanted to showcase the paper. I have my layer mats and my card base. So I'm going to start by adding my glue to the outer edge strips, the one on the left and then the one on the right hand side. And so I find it so much easier to make sure that these are evenly spaced if I start with the 2 sides as opposed to just going left to right or right to left. So now I can kind of evenly space that middle strip now that I've already laid the left one and the right one. So just like this, you can kind of even it perfectly in between the 2 of them. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my little scrap strip right at the bottom of my stamp sentiment. And again, the sketch comes for 1/2 inch and I used 3/4 inch because that's what I had left over after cutting down my mats that go on the front of my card. So I was just, instead of cutting it down even further, I figured I would just cover up more of that white space. I'm not a big fan of the white space. So I've added my sentiment, added the vellum behind it. The last step is I'm going to remove the backing on those foam dimensional tapes, add a little bit of additional wet glue just to make sure that it adheres perfectly to my card. And this card is done. It is super, super easy, especially once you use the directions from the sheet load. So here is what my finished card looked like. I'm going to come in for a full recap up next. So again, this was the Not Too Shabby Shop July Paper Pad Club and the add-on ephemera. This is a monthly subscription that you can subscribe to. These are the 2 paper pads that came this month. I'm using the July sheet load of cards as well. I will link Alicia's channel down below. I'm also using the Summer Scoops stamp set from the Not Too Shabby Shop for my sentiment for today's cards. Here's a side-by-side comparison, which is a lot closer than my first project. Here is a look at the cards. They are a little bit more dimensional because I did add the foam tape behind those little ephemera pieces that I had cut out from the 6x6 paper pad. I think these cards turned out super cute. I really am liking this paper pad and the coordinating ephemera. You can also do the add-on ephemera. I'll link the previous video that I did down below for you as well, just in case you haven't seen that. But otherwise, make sure you check this out at the Not Too Shabby Shop. I do have an affiliate link that I'll link down below for you, just in case you want to purchase this and haven't had a chance to. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you subscribe, like this video, follow us on Instagram. Here are a couple of videos that I think you might enjoy. And as always, happy crafting.